That's the spirit.
Wow.
Alright. It's your typical Friday at work. You walk in, you're excited to be here only because it's Friday and ready to get to the weekend. You come in, sit down at your desk, pick up your donut that your boss brought you, and then you hear a gunshot down the hallway. As you're crawling underneath your desk, panic starts to set in, and you quickly realize that security is 5 floors beneath you. The shooter is killing people left and right, popping off shots, and you don't know if you're next. And you think to yourself, why is it illegal to carry handguns at work? These are the potential consequences of not allowing concealed handgun license holders to carry at work. We're going to discuss the problems and the possible solutions to this. Work makes people crazy. The stress in this world today over money, and that source of money is obviously your job. When you lose that source of money, or your income, or your job, you can also tend to lose your head sometimes, and people have done it. The Bureau of Labor and Statistics stated that in 2011, violence accounted for 780 fatalities in the workplace. This included 458 homicides, and of those 458 homicides, 360 were caused by firearms. Try and wrap your head around this number for a minute. 80% of all homicides in the workplace in 2011 were caused by someone walking into work and pulling the trigger on someone else. 80%. All were different circumstances, of course, but one thing remained constant: the firearm. This poses an obvious problem with a simple and inexpensive solution that can give you and your coworkers peace of mind. Now, Texas is already taking baby steps to try to curb this number a little bit. This past week, the Texas Senate unanimously passed a bill that allows Texans to bring their firearms and their ammunition to work as long as they leave it in their car, regardless of what their bosses say. Now, this is a step in the right direction, but what if I'm on the 5th floor? A gun in my car does me no good. Now, I'm not suggesting that just anyone be allowed to carry a gun to work. Qualified people who have taken the concealed handgun license classes, passed their background check, and also taken any required courses from their workplace would be allowed to carry at work. Another bill to be voted on would allow concealed handgun license carriers to carry on college campuses. Now, this is a huge step in the right direction towards combating the evils in the world that we face today. There's already a school in Harold, Texas that allows their teachers to bring handguns to work. Only qualified, undisclosed teachers are allowed to bring guns to work, and this was voted on by the school board because they're 30 minutes away from the closest sheriff's department and they can't afford armed security at their work. So only the school board and those chosen teachers know who they are. That way they don't jeopardize security. So in conclusion, homicides are not totally uncommon in the workplace. 80% of homicides at work in 2011 were caused by firearms. And legislation is realizing this problem and adjusting the laws accordingly to try to curb this number. So what can we do? We need to get on board with this legislation and support these bills. That way, you or someone you know might not become a victim. People kill people. It's part of the world that we live in today. We can either choose to do something about it and protect ourselves, or ignore it and possibly become a statistic. Thank you.